Mole, mole.
Hello. Yeah, I don't know why the music broke. Spotify's working now. Hi. That's loud. It's been a while since I've done this. Hello. Why does Skull want to fucking stream with me? I'm not playing Minecraft. Sorry, bud. I'm not streaming Minecraft. I'm yapping. Hey. Hello, chat. Sorry about that. How are we all? How are we doing? How are we doing? I'm back. This feels weird. For a second, I forgot what I was doing. Ignore the light. It's really sunny outside, and I don't want to close my blind anymore. I'm good. You? I'm good. I got my favorite drink. Life's great. What do we want to do first? Talk about the big plans, or do a London haul? How do I access my... I'm not showing up the past few lives. No, it's fine. I haven't been live since last week. Might have been last Tuesday. London first? Alright. There's a way of me accessing my phone camera. How do I do this? I've linked my phone to my PC, so I should be able to see it. No idea how, but... Okay. There! Let me just post the link. Over the window thing. And to the right. So there is! Thank you very much. Awesome! That's actually really handy. One thing I'll show you first, since it's attached to my phone, is I got a new phone charm. And it's a Smisky. I attached part of my old phone charm to it. But I got a new Smisky phone charm. He's sitting down. He glows in the dark, and that was hilarious because I went to see a film today. I went to see the Mario movie's second one, Super Mario Galaxy, which is good. It's good. And as the lights all went dim, I looked down at my phone, and there's just a little green glowing blob on the back of my phone. I'm like, well, photos. Here we go. I need to stream this to you guys. Okay. I can't see any more of my photos. Give me a sec. Why can I only see up to here? Oh, here we go. Just needs a moment. Right, while I'm waiting for these to load, I need to go down to the bottom of these. Oh, let's take those out of the sun. These are my Polaroids. I took my Polaroid camera with me to London. I actually bought some new Polaroid film. Oh, should I do it in order when I took these? Okay. So, I took this one first. That's shortly after we got there. Oh, I got toilet roll in my room. I was ill in the days leading up to going to London, and I needed it to blow my nose. And I haven't returned it yet, because I haven't sorted my room out. If you couldn't tell by the pile of stuff. But that's going to be part of the big plans, so don't worry about that. Stick around for the big plans. I promise you they're exciting, good big plans, and it's going to affect stream, but in a positive way. So I took this one. That's a lot of grab, it is. I took this one. That's when we got into the hotel room. That was like the first day we were there. Then sick bin, yeah, I know I was. It was just kind of a mediocre illness. Like, I was sort of ill, and that was about it. Like, I was a bit sniffly, I coughed a bit, and I had a bit of a sore throat. All separated. It was kind of just a mediocre illness. Trying to get these photos to load. And we went to the Natural History Museum. Got the crew 2 weeks ago, oof. And so that's my partner outside the Natural History Museum. And then there's me outside the Natural History Museum. I had my camera, so I was filming it for you guys. This is when we were packing. This is not perfectly in order. This is when we were packing. So my partner wearing his new Mickey Mouse Disney jumper, which he's obsessed with, but it needs to go in the wash now. So he can't wear it. I would wear this t-shirt on stream, but it also needs to go through the wash. And then I'm wearing my new t-shirt that I got in the Natural History Museum. It's a long sleeve. It's got the whale on the front. It's really cool. I was literally wearing it today. Gems and Stones in the Natural History Museum. They're cool. I liked the dinosaurs and the whales bit. The dinosaurs was probably my favourite section. Probably. But it's really cool up there. And then this is a photo we took in front of Buckingham Palace at night. Day before we left. I'm wearing a Paddington t-shirt there. I'll show you what it looks like later. The Amethyst Geode. The geodes are cool. I actually quite enjoyed the tsunami volcano section. I'm quite a big fan of, like, natural disasters. in like a slightly morbid way, if that makes sense. Like, I'm interested in it, but in the sense that, oh, that was really sad, you know what I mean? Like, because it was really sad, you know what I mean? Some of the stuff that they were talking about, like how many people died to this, and, you know, how devastating this was to the land, etc., etc. But it's also incredibly interesting. It was spoopy. And then this is, you can't see much in this photo, admittedly. I kind of regret it. You can just about make out that's the fountain in front of Buckingham Palace. For some reason, when I took that photo, I thought that the flash would let me see the photo. Can't tell how shiny gems and stones. Oh, I used to be. Oh, I used to be the world's biggest geology nerd when I was a kid. I've got 2 giant boxes up there. I used to collect Nat Geo rocks and gemstones, whatever they were called. I've got so many. I've got like 50. I don't know what to do with them now, but like I used to collect them like crazy. I'm just going through the photos. As I'm scrolling through these photos, I'll show you guys things. Should I show you guys things in alphabetical order? Not alphabetical, sorry, chronological order. Would you guys appreciate chronological order? Because I think you might. Geology know, but the way they shine in their patterns as well. Oh, they're so pretty. I do still collect stones. I still collect rocks. I mean, this is my most recent collection, if you will. I've got this one. It's a triangle. I don't know why it's a triangle, but I picked that up when I asked my partner to marry me. That was on our engagement. That sits directly in front of the engagement photo as well. That's on my incredibly dusty-ass desk. But don't worry. That's going to be part of the big plans. The desk, not the engagement. No, I'm not going there yet. Not yet. I need a house first. Don't worry, guys. I'll invite you. I'll invite chat. Live stream my wedding. No, I can't. That sounds like a really stupid idea. That sounds like a really, really stupid, dumb idea. I can think of a million reasons why that would go horribly wrong, and a lot of them are legal shit would be said, and that sounds I don't think I want you guys to know my full legal name. Sounds dangerous. What a dumb idea. What's a dumb idea? Oh, I said, I pointed out that I had a rock on my desk that I picked up from when we got engaged. And then I said it's on my dusty ass desk. And then I said, oh, that's gonna be part of my big plans later. And then I had to clarify that it was the desk I was talking about, not the engagement. And then I said it'd be really funny if I live streamed our wedding. And then clarified that that's in fact not going to be happening because that's a stupid idea. I took so many photos of Rod's stuff. That's funny. We still haven't got it. Okay, here we go. Here's the photos up to London. I'm not going to show you that one because that shows me where I live. We'll start with a photo of me in the fucking bathroom because that doesn't show me anything other than me in a mirror selfie in a train bathroom. Click Roger's the one I'm going to send in photos. I'm taking most of them. I did make a point of taking a photo of a bunch of them, to be fair. That's a fire rock. That's a cool-ass rock. Alright. Do you want photos first, or do you want items first? I know. That's really cool. What's my favourite rock that I've got in my room? I don't know, actually. I mean, this one's pretty cool, but it lights up. Items? The Humble Caveman? That's a cool rock. Yep. Take me back. Take me back to Caveman. Alright. I'll do the books first. These are not going to be in chronological order. Because I'm just going from what's nearest to me. I didn't get that one. So I can get rid of that one. That's all the books I picked up. Books! No freaking way he reads. This shit's crazy. Okay. So, as you guys know, was that a Lego? I see, yeah, I picked up a Lego. So you know how I read... He can read, no way. Yeah, I know. You know how I like Heated Rivalry? If you couldn't tell by the keychains that I've made and stuff. Well, I finished the long game on the way up. Hydration. This is dangerous to be doing this over books. Yummy. I picked up the next one in the series. I got this from... There is a Waterstones inside John Lewis in London. And so I picked this up. I haven't read it yet. It's going to go with my other one that I haven't read yet. Game Changers. I've got Game Changer, I've now got Heated Rivalry and The Long Game. And I've got this one. I can read as well, don't read much though. I'm not sure why there's a long-running joke of me not being able to read, but apparently there is. And then we went into Forbidden Planet, which is a goated shop. Oh my god, I really want a Forbidden Planet where I live. It's never gonna happen. But I can dream. I can dream. And one of my favorite anime is an anime called Sasuke and Miyano. And there's a spin-off in the manga with 2 other characters. And I got the first copy, the first episode. It's called Hirano and Kagira. It's queer, obviously. And it's very, very cool. And I like it a lot. And I can't wait to read that one. And then... It's very good. I like Sasuke and Miyano a lot. And so having like a spin-off with the same sort of characters, like they get mentioned in this, that they're friends of. And then this one is quite iconic, I think. If you know it, you know it. It's the famous Green Yuri. This is a very good book. I read it on the train home. I literally finished it cover to cover on the way home. Green Yuri. I've actually got copies 2 and 3 today. Because my local Waterstones actually sells it. But I felt very special seeing this. And I was like, oh my god, I finally get to read it. I've been like pining after it for ages. I don't have a poster of it. But one thing they did have that I wasn't able to get is that poster back there. Yotsuba Plus or Yotsuba exclamation mark. Oh, balls. They sold that as well. I wish I could have justified more manga than I actually picked up, but I can't. I can't justify it. I mean, I got enough books as it is. It's gonna take me ages to read these. I picked this one up because I read a lot of webtoons. And this was crazy to find. This is a webtoon that I've read everything of so far that currently is out. And I know they turned it into a book, but I wasn't expecting to see it in a physical store. Like, I love this comic. It's so good. I would recommend if you were planning on reading, like a comic on like Webtoon. It's so good. And it's volume 2, but I didn't expect to see it at all, like, and so it feels special to own. Then I also picked up this, because it's, mind you, there's a giant sale sticker on it, so I feel like that kind of shows it off. But, Fueling the nerd addiction, as always. This one, it's a bunch of comics. Or one story or multiple stories, I don't really know, I haven't checked yet. Of my favourite Doctor, the 11th Doctor. And this one was the one that was on sale for the cheapest. It's literally $2.99. Like, all the other ones there were for, like, $12.99. The stickers on the book hurt me, admittedly. But I think I can peel them off easy enough. And then this last one's not really a book in the sense of book. It's a souvenir guide from the Natural History Museum. I had to. It was only £3. When I pre-booked the tickets, I picked it up as well. It's so cool. It's a cool keepsake. And that's gonna go on my shelf. My collection of books. Let me put that with... And then, of course, I've got, from today, this is not from London, then today I got Green Yuri episodes 2 and 3. So... And I love these series. I actually love this series. Might be one of my favourites. It might take spot number 2 of favourite manga, actually. I refuse to let favourite manga and favourite anime clash. So I may have Sasuke and Miyano as a manga. But it may be good, but it's not going in my top 5, whether I want it to or not, just because I'm like, that's not really fair, because some of them, like Orange, I think has a really bad anime, but it's my favourite manga. Like, Sasuke and Miyano's manga is really good, and it would be a top spot, but it's my favourite anime, therefore it can't be my favourite manga as well. Never got into anime, plus never had manga. Manga's the book form of anime, basically. It's just like Japanese comic books. It's how I find reading really nice and easy. Obviously, as someone who draws a lot, I like to admire the art style. But that's all the books I got. I've got a few manga now. They're sort of all stacked up on my floor at the moment, though. What should we go with next? Okay. I picked this guy up. Look at here. So you know I like Hazbin Hotel, right? My local HMV doesn't sell this guy. Well, he does now, obviously. We come home, we go into HMV, and he's here. But before this, he wasn't here. So, it's a London exclusive to me. Because I've got Baby Charlie. I'd like to get Baby Charlie, Baby Vaggie. And I've got Baby Lucifer as well now. But I got Big Angel when I was in London. And actually, to go with that from today... Today, I managed to pick up my favourite... Alistor. I love Alistor. And so I was able to get Big Alistor. So they are together now. Where's Baby? What did you do with small Lucifer? Oh, here. That's small Lucifer. So he can go with Charlie. Charlie and Lucifer are together now. Father-daughter duo. And these two are together too. I would say I could show you the mug, but as you can see, it's not in there. But I got a mug, and it's really cool, really chunky. It's so cool. I love Mofusand. I love the kitties. That's what it looks like. It's so cute. Cat. Chunky Kibby. It's really cute, that. I'll go through the Lego. I'm not going to build this yet. As per the big plans that I'm going to be talking about soon. But I got a Lego set. It's a London, like, photo. So it's got, like, a bunch of, like, London iconic things. Like, the Eye, a little red bus, Big Ben, and the clock tower. Although, Big Ben's not technically in this, it's just the clock tower. But, and then this bit here is supposed to be a play on Piccadilly Circus. With all the big screens and stuff. Except, actually, what it actually says right here. It doesn't say Piccadilly Circus, it says Brickadilly Circus. And it's so cute. And it's really cute, and it's got, obviously not many pieces in it. Does it say how many pieces it's got? It does not say how many pieces are in here. But I thought I'd pick this one up instead of, like, a random Lego set because it's London specific. And it's like, I look at this and I go, I got this in London. Like, I wouldn't buy a set of London not in London unless it was one of the architecture sets. And so, we've got that. I did consider building it on stream today. But, there are big plans coming soon, so I don't want to build it and then have to basically dismantle it. But one other thing we got is in London's Lego store in Leicester Square. They've got this little guy which you scan onto their machine and you can customize your own Lego set. Your own Lego minifigure. Lego store? Yeah. London has a Lego store in Leicester Square. That's the first time I've been to it. It's very cool. I'll show you what this looks like. This is me. Ain't that cute? So, yo, it's me. It is indeed. I've got a little paint palette. My t-shirt says Save the Bees. You know my Dan and Phil Save the Bees t-shirt? I recreated it, Save the Bees, and then on the back, it has the back design, which says, this message was unfortunately brought to you by Dan Howell and the End of the World Tour. Which is exactly what the t-shirt says. It's so cool. Displaying how short he is. I did have the choice of having bigger legs, but I thought I might as well be iconic to my height. I'm not going to make myself super tall. So I'm going to put myself there. That box is now technically empty. I picked up some important things, like I've now got more film for my Polaroid camera. This is my Polaroid camera, if you haven't seen it before. It's a Polaroid Go, so it's a little tiny baby boy. And I need to put more film inside here at some point. Although, I mean, how many's in it now? It is 0. Okay. I could do it now. Right, let's take the old film out. ASMR time. Super crunchy. Cool. Done. Gay. Hi. Just restocked my Polaroid camera. I got some new film when I was in London. Because I used the last 6 film up. When I was in London. Hey Neo, do you want to see my gay manga that I bought? In London. I know I just showed chat, but I can show you, it's fine. Gay. I picked up this one from Forbidden Planet. Fireball. This is a spin-off from Sasuke and Miyano, which is my favorite anime. Hirano and Kaguya. He falls in love with him, but he doesn't know how to tell him. Well, I think he decides in his mind that he wants to marry him. He's decided, that's it, I'm marrying him. But he hasn't told him he likes him yet. Then I got another one in the installment of the Game Changer series. Because Heated Rivalry is my life now. I picked up Green Yuri, the iconic. The guy she was interested in wasn't even a guy at all. Which I bought the other 2, or the next 2 in the series, today. Because they had them in stock at Waterstones, which was exciting. And then I picked up this webtoon that I've read. I was really surprised to see this in stock in a physical shop. Because, like, to me, webtoons are like... I mean, they're not as famous as manga or anime. And so the fact that, like, I was able to find it physically in a store is insane to me. Oh, that's gonna slide. There we go. Alright. Then I also picked up... Neo, just want to show you again, just to catch you up, because we haven't got very far in, really. I picked this one up in London. Angel Dust. And I picked this one up today. Alistair. So I got these 2. Head ducks. Manga, more like mangay. And then I also picked up Baby Lucifer to go with my baby Charlie. Alright, next one on the list. Duck of Fire. Scary eye, indeed. His eye glows in the dark. I picked up an official Foxy plush. He has to live with my unofficial Bonnie plush. Who we all rather iconically know and love now. My unofficial Bonnie. I got him in a charity shop. Official Foxy versus unofficial Bonnie. You can tell he's made so much better. It's like, what is this? This is not official. What is he doing? They also had Freddy and the puppet. Derp makes it better. Oh, understandable. But it feels nice to actually own an official one for once. A proper FNAF plushie. You know what I mean? Only you get the crew. I can only afford one. But they sell them in my local HMV as well, so I might be able to get Freddy at some point too. They don't have Chica. I haven't seen a Chica one yet. Like, what is this side profile versus this side profile? Like, he's looking in 2 different directions at the same time. Chica isn't real. I'm convinced. Put them behind me. Hold on. My jeans have gone in places they shouldn't be going. Ah, okay, there we go. Cool. Alright. Next. Shall we do the figurines? Because I fear that there are a lot of them. It's not a problem, I promise. Get comfy. Unboxing ASMR. They have all been unboxed, but it's basically an unboxing because I still need to take them out of the box. I have technically already opened them all. I opened them while we were still in London. However, it'll be an unboxing, just not an opening unboxing, if that makes sense. I wasn't going to wait for stream, unfortunately. I wanted to open them while I was there. Keeping them sealed would have, like, killed me. Yes? Alright, cool. So, we have one. If I can get them to close, obviously. Where they design these lids are certainly something. We have one. Two. Three. Four. Five. Six. Six other figures, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Smiskies. Well, technically 5. One of these I've already had. Let me... Okay. That one, he's an imposter. I bought him before. I bought him before London. Actually, he's an imposter. I just kept all my Smisky boxes together. Those are the boxes. And then I also got some gashapons as well. So I'll show you those in a bit. So I managed to pick up that many Smiskies. Do you remember before we went, I said my goal was to get a Smisky, just like last year. I managed to get more than one. Now the Smiskies aren't in these boxes, so I'm gonna put them in their boxes real quick. Reason I got so many is because nowhere in my local area sells Smiskies. Oh, I can only buy them in London or online, and I loved the joy of getting them in real life. For now at least. So I kind of went a bit crazy and got a bunch of Smiskies from different places. I'll tell you where I got each one. Because Smiskies are my favourite collectible. I just aren't able to get many of them because I don't live in an area where I can just buy them. Whereas with other things, like the Kirby figures, I live in an area where I can get them really easily and cheaply. So I was able to finish the series quickly. But with these, there's so many of them. What are you? Let me just rebox them for you guys. Douche. Douche. And douche. Okay. And then technically speaking, I've also got the new Smisky on the back of my phone, which I got in a Gashapon. Okay, what would you like to see first? Smiskies? Or Pop Mart figures? Or the singular Mofusand? What would you like first? Smiskies, alright. I'll show you them in order then. So, Smiskies. So, the first Smisky that I picked up in London was this one. The Moving series. In this one, I got the guy on the box. You see that guy? Yeah, well, I got him. I got the guy on the box. He box. These all glow in the dark. That's like their main gimmick, is they glow in the dark. They're so freaking cute. I love them. He's the guy on the box. And I love him very much. Douche. Eventually what I want is I want them to all be like just dotted around randomly. And the next one I got was the Bed series. I got both of this one and the Moving series at the same time. And these I bought in a little shop just tucked into Soho called Kiston. And it is a Gashapon Smisky, Sunny Angel, and bubble tea shop. Cute little Asian bubble tea shop that has walls covered in gashapon machines. And you can also just buy Smisky's, Sunny Angels, a couple other collectibles as well. And I didn't buy the bubble tea there. I was a bit scared that I wouldn't like it. As I am with most things, unfortunately. But I got a couple Smiskies there. They're my favourite place to buy Smiskies, I think. And I got this little guy. He lies down and he has his arm out flat. And on that arm goes this teeny tiny baby Smisky. That's a holy moly moment. So he lies down, and then the baby Smisky goes on his arm like that. It's so cute. Like that. Baby Smisky. Little baby Smisky. Perfectly timed. Hell yeah. Let's make space for these guys. Let's put you there. And then I got this series. So we looked in Selfridges the first day we got up there in the evening. And we got some Jellycats, which I think I took a photo of. They're not here. But on the day after, on the Friday when we went shopping, we popped back in there. And they had this series. Series 1. The original first ever series. Which is really cool. And so I picked one up. And I got the guy on the lid. He lies down. He is just chill. Look at he. He's so chill. Such a chill guy. He's chillin'. He's just a chill guy. And in the last two, I got the work series. Wait. I think, did I get the work series from Kiston, or did I get that one? Drago, do you remember which one I got in... Which one of these two did I get in, Kiston the second time? Do you remember? I got one of these in Forbidden Planet, and I got the other one in Kiston. So I got the... Okay. Then we went to... When we were in Forbidden Planet, I noticed they had these behind the counter. So I got a Smisky Hipper. Now, the Hippers are slightly different. They stick. And I got this guy. He's got like a little Smisky nappy on. And he observe. And they've got like a sticky patch on their stomachs. Where basically they're kind of designed to go on a phone. Like that. Like it would stick here like this. You know what I mean? And then you got a Smisky on your phone. I just can't imagine using it with this giant guy on the back of my phone. So I'm probably not going to put him on there. I'm thinking of putting him maybe on a shelf would be kind of funny. And then my final Smisky, we went back to Kiston for one last time. And I got the work series. And now this series, I actually got one of the ones that I pointed out specifically. I looked in these and I was like, out of all of them, I like this one or this one the most. It was very busy in there that time, yes. And I got one of the two guys I really wanted. He's having a light bulb moment. He's having a light bulb moment, he thinky. He's probably my favourite. He formed a thought. He's probably my favourite. He has formed a thought. He think. He's probably my favourite of all the Smiskies I got. He's just so silly. It was either him or the guy on the laptop were the two that I wanted the most. And yeah, so that's all my Smiskies. I'm going to show you the Mofu-san next. I got this one also in Forbidden Planet. Because this is the only place you can get them. And I love Mofu-sans. They're little cats dressed in animals, the hippas are. And this is a hipper as well. These guys are a bit smaller. And I got the little saw shark, which is really iconic because I like sharks. It's a little tabby cat. And a little saw shark outfit. Super cute. And considerably smaller than the Smisky hipper. As you can see, he is smaller. I knocked over a guy. So if I'm going to put any on my phone, I'll probably put this guy. Because he would sit, like, here. Peeking over. But that's still, like, a unit on the back of my phone. And I don't know. I really don't know. Because I got this dangly already. Maybe I'll put him on, like, I don't know, the side of something as well. But he was really cute. I haven't thought about where I'm putting him. And now we have my other figures, and there's not much more to show. And then I got some photos, and then we're talking about the future big plans. So please stick around for the future plans, because that's super important, and I'll also talk about it in Discord if need be. I'm going to show you guys here for the future plans. Yeah. So, this is my Demu, Weaving Wonders. We went to several Pop Marts while we were in London. This is a series I've wanted to collect for ages. And this was the last one they had there. And I got the little art guy. He's covered in paint, he's got a little pen, and he's sleeping. And he is called Dreams of Painting. He's got a cute little magnetic hat. He's got like a little paint palette. And he's super cute. Okay. Next, I got a Hirono. Is he bag the fuck up, yeah. Then I got a new, this is a new series. And I got the guy covered in receipts and sales and wrappers. And he is called Live Under Receipts. Which I think is really funny because we spent a lot of money and a lot of time carrying bags around. So it was kind of iconic. He's really cute. I wish my money cheap stuff. Yep. And then I got from a... This is not from Pop Mart. This is from Miniso. I got a cute little Winnie the Pooh figure. Because I love Winnie the Pooh. And I got Piglet. He's in a cute little basket. I got Piglet. He's so silly and so cute. The secret in this one was Christopher Robin. And I thought if I was lucky enough to get the secret, that would be so cute because Christopher Robin. Like, you guys see the connection? Oh my goodness. Like you. No way. And then I got little Peach Riot. I love Peach Riot. I do have another Peach Riot figure. They don't sell these very often anymore, which sucks. And I got... She's a bit broken, unfortunately. I got... Back for the 5th time now? I got Poppy. Poppy frying an egg. She's a bit broken. Unfortunately, her foot has come off. But that's just a little bit of glue needs fixing. That's all. She's so cute. She fry her egg. And she comes with a little cat as well. She comes with a little kitty cat. Cute little kitty cat. Let's put her back in her box. I need to just glue her foot back together. Kibby. And lastly, now this is one I have collected once of already, which I have right here. Yeah? Collected it already. This one, bought it in London. I open it up. I got a dupe. So, yeah, I got a dupe. Although this one's missing something. Now, if you look closely at his face, you see under his eyes, and on the top of his head, is really deep red. Well, he's got these little, like, painted lines. This guy doesn't have them. I don't know whether you can tell a difference, guys. I don't think you can on camera, unfortunately. I'm trying to angle it right. Like that cheek. Versus that one. Like, he's got the facial lines and he doesn't. Guess you didn't get a dupe then. That's the only difference. But I got a dupe. I've only collected one of this figure. But you know what? You know what the stupidest bit is? Drago has collected 4 separate One Piece boats from Pop Mart. And he hasn't had a single dupe. I collect 2 from this series and I get a dupe. That's the stupidest bit. Alright. It's funny though. Oh no, absolutely, yeah. I'm going to show you the last few things. And then a couple items of clothing. And then talk about the big future plans. So, these are stickers that I got. Firstly, in the museum, I got this sticker pack. A Judgy Fish sticker book. They all say silly things. Like, the one at the bottom here says, I've seen better. They're so funny. There's also a couple clear ones right at the front. They're so hilarious. Then I also got Pachacho stickers. Pachacho's my favourite Sanrio character and I love him very much. He doesn't have very much merch. And I love him. Then we got a freebie, because we went to a Pop Mart that was actively opening that day. Like, we went to its open day without realising it. And lastly, I got some Mofu-san stickers. They're all holding, like, flowers. And they're in such a cute little bag. They're so cute. And I also got some stuff in here. From my gashapons that I got. I got a Snoopy and multiple Woodstock figure. He's dreading his life. I don't know why he's dreading his life, but he is. I got Car Kirby. Carby. And I got a figure that I might be giving to my sibling from Sanrio Universe. Which I'm going to put all the Smiskies in there. It would be smart. And this is the ball I got with my Smiskies. I got that with my Smisky Dangly. I got this Kirby figure. He's slightly squishy. I like Kirby, if you couldn't tell. Okay. And then this bit. This is the final one I'm showing you. Oh, I also got this t-shirt. My partner's got one too. We got identical matching ones. It's hilarious. I also got not 1, but 2 Pokemon binders. This one is my Snom binder, if you couldn't tell by the little Snom sticker. Can't be for Halloween, not the right height to be him. I could. Normally at Halloween, I dress up as, like, a popular, like, gay character so that I can get my partner dressed up as one too. Like, we've done Aziraphale and Crowley from Good Omens. We've done Persona 5's Joker and Akechi. And we've done John Watson and John Watson and Sherlock Holmes. I need to think about one this year. This is my baby Snom binder. And he's in here. I have just a few Kirby's. So many different versions of Kirby. My plan is to fill this whole binder up with Kirby. All of that. Could you imagine? Full of Kirby. I picked up a bunch of new cards. I picked up these. Of Snom. Kirby Snom. Sorry, you're talking about Kirby. It's got me on my brain. I picked up this new Snom. Multiple copies. I wish I picked up 4 because 3 is throwing me off for this, but whatever. I picked up this new one. I've got some of these. I've got one Frostmoth in it. And of course, which is my favourite card, I have my Yukimori Snom card. That is a Yukimori Snom card. That's my favourite of the Snom cards. And so that's my Snom binder. That's like a special binder. And then this one is for all of my other Pokemon cards. There's not many in here at the moment. The Snyder. My plan is to organize them with the fancies at the front, I think. And then organize them by, like, type. And so, these are my fancies so far. Some new ones that I've got that I picked up in the card shop is this one, Hops Wooloo, because I've been playing Sword and Shield. I've been playing Shield, but he's from Sword and Shield. And that felt really special to own because that's my first Pokemon game that I've ever played. And having his card would be really cool. And then I also picked up a fancy Frostmoth because Snom is technically featured on here in the corner. And then I go to my other fancies. And then I also picked up Pokemon of my team on here. So we have Rockruff, Sprigatito, Pidove, and Milcery. Just really likes taking the shit out of people at the moment. Oh. And then I organised all the rest of the cards that are in here currently, which aren't many, into types. But eventually they're all going to be, they're alphabetical order within the types. But eventually I'm going to get all of my cards in there. So that's everything. Then I got this t-shirt. I got one of those iconic I Love London t-shirts because I thought it'd be really funny to wear it on stream. I think they're quite cool. I also got a Paddington t-shirt. And then I also got another one. I also got one that had Pooh Bear on it. It said London. It was a Disney one. Let me show you some of these photos. Okay. Let me zoom this in, so... Cool. So, this is my new jelly cat. She's called Artemis. She's a space-specific, limited edition jelly cat. She's the colours of the nebula. And I love her very much, and I call her Artemis after Artemis 2, the current space program, which is the Artemis series. She's very pretty and very comfortable and soft and fluffy. And then we also got this guy, which is a pigeon to go with the seagull that we got last year. Oh, and this is what my mother gave us for our anniversary. She gave us a little card, and she gave us these, chocolates. Pidge. I think that's what we're calling them now, Pidge. That's a tube. I love the tube, dude. That's it pulling inlet. Like, it's so fun. I love the tube. We kept seeing these adverts for, James and Will's iced coffee. They got them in the tube stations. It's so cool. There's several photos of this. I kept taking photos every time I saw one properly. Well, I took photos of every new one that I saw. Then we went for a walk in the sun. And we were able to see the London Eye. No, that's not the London Eye. What the fuck am I on about? The, House of Parliament, Winchester, Westminster House, Westminster Abbey, oh my god, and the clock tower with Big Ben inside. That's us in front of it. I'm really good at taking photos, guys. My goodness. And that's the eye. We walked practically underneath it. We walked straight past it. It was very cool. It was nice and sunny. And then we walked through this cool place. This is Leek Street. It runs underneath the train station. Everyone's kind of tall compared to you. Oh yeah, he's like normal, average guy height, and I'm not. I'm 5'2". He's like 5'6", maybe. Although I was wearing my platform trainers. I've got a pair of trainers that have like quite a chunky sole to them. So when I wear them, I'm a bit taller. But this is Leek Street. It is the only place, as far as I'm aware, or a very popular place, you are allowed to legally graffiti it. And it's a spot of interest because when you walk through it, you can see all this like, really well done artwork. Like, yes, you got tags everywhere. It's just covered. If you can get paint on something, you can put paint on something. I was walking, taking these photos, so they're not the best. But I wanted to walk through it. And it's really cool. Like this. This was really cool. This was really cool. Because this is all art. This is all physical art. Which is quite tall, and I turn centimeters. Yeah. Damn. Try and refrain from talking about your age if you can, if that's possible. But that is tall. I wish. Dude, I wish. I wish I was at least average height for a guy. 5'2" is no way to live. But this place was really cool. I tried to take selfies, but they didn't go very well. There was loads of paint everywhere. It was so cool. And then we got food at a street market. But okay. Which because you said that you turned 17 in 6 months, so that implies your age. But it's fine, don't worry about it. This is we got like street market food, if you couldn't see in our hands. At a proper food little place. This food was so good. Like, Drago can attest, this food was so good. I wish my local town did food like this. Oh, you're gonna be seeing this fucking Smisky in, like, every photo that I do in 0.5. Every time I hold the camera up like this, that Smisky tries to get into the photo every time. It was so good. This was Greek, wasn't a shawarma wrap, but it was similar. It's like when they put, like, the bits of the grilled chicken in, and then your lettuce, and, like, some other salady bits, and, like, tzatziki, and it's, like, souvlaki wrap, yes. So good, dude. I really love Greek food. This is now gonna piss me off. Souvlaki, that looks about right. And then we got the tube home. And then, in the afternoon, we went out to the museum. And guys, it was huge. It's loading. That's the center. It was massive. It was huge. Look how big this thing is. That's just the front doors. Let me find a better photo of what it looked like inside. Oh, here's the dinosaur. Here's the outside dinosaur. This is featured on a magnet that I bought. I bought this magnet. Okay. Rawr. Dino. It was so cool. Like, you can tell I took loads of photos while we were in there. But obviously I took loads with my camera. So, ready enough to make a vlog about it, I think. There's the giant great whale. I think she's called Hope. It was so cool in there. There's me versus part of the blue whale. Me versus part of a blue whale. You showing a picture of him? Oh no, he's fine with it. I have asked him before. I'm sure he's fine with it. I post it on Instagram all the time. Which, talking about Instagram, I made a post recently. This is one of my favourite photos of the place because you got the giant whale in the background and the really cool architecture, and then us. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Drago, your jumper was kind of like conveniently on theme. And I've just realised that now. That's insane. His jumper, that's a gifted super dry jumper that I got him. It's a skull. There's a skull here. It says so, like, just so hot right now. And that's a skull. And we're stood in front of skeletons and things. That's really cool. And then I've got my camera. You know it was serious. I had my camera in my camera bag. And then I was wearing my Kodak shirt. So I really looked like a fucking, like, nerd. It was on purpose to us. Yeah, sure. That was my Kodak shirt, so it had the giant Kodak logo on the back. And I'm walking around with, like, a camera bag and a camera around my neck. And that's with it behind us. And then we decided, because it was a really nice day, we were going to walk. And we decided to take a walk through Hyde Park, all the way back to our hotel. Because we were staying on the other side of Hyde Park. So we take a really nice walk through Hyde Park. It was a really nice walk. I really enjoyed it. There's that Smisky again. I like taking photos as the 0.5 lens. It's funny. I also got this giant tote bag. Such a good tote bag, dude. I love it so much. I took my... Oh, you're not gonna see it. You might see it in this photo. I took that's my loops. My Nemo keychain, which I keep on, like, every bag. The Smisky's really visible in this one. Literally says Smisky right there. And then I've got my Ilya Rozanov keychain that I made. But I'm like a nerd in this t-shirt. It's really funny. But this park was huge, dude. Like, Hyde Park was massive. Look at this. The weather was so nice. You could just about see the eye in the shard. Squirrel. And this is an area of the Hyde Park called the Serpentine. Squirrel. Because you could do boat hires. And it was really cool. Really pretty. That's us next to the river. They had ducks. These little ducks were swimming around. Duck over there. Look at them. Duckies. That was really nice. Going for a nice walk. That was our gift again. These were truffles. We've still got them. Didn't get through all of them. Oh, there's my Pokemon cards. And then yeah, that's me going. This was all the snoms I picked up. That was all the snoms I got in London. Just a couple. Then that's a photo of me. You couldn't tell. Then we went to find some food. You got hunt down my worker there. I know I did. You're the snom fella. I am. I'm known in that shop as a snom fella. Then we got the tube. And the tube station was empty. So we went to try and find some food, and it didn't go very well. And we decided to come home on the tube, because we didn't want to walk. And we got into this, like, really tiny little dingy Edgware Road train station. Look at this. This is so... It certainly is. Have you ever encountered a fan IRL? No. I wish, dude. Could you imagine? I've never met anyone. A bunch of my friends watch my streams sometimes. But that's different. But I've never met anyone from stream that I didn't know before I streamed. Which sucks. Then, of course, the tube train shows up in this dingy little, basically empty. These two people here in this photo are the only two other people that were on this station at like 8:30 at night. It was horrifying. Then they had, when we were pulling in through Baker Street, they had these cute decals on the walls, which is really cool. Food. Food. This is what we ended up getting for food. Burgers. From Shake Shack, which, oh, we've got a... We have a love-hate relationship with Shake Shack now, I think. Wait, do I have my... Oh, I do. I've got my thing over here. Mid-Shack. I swear to God. Yeah. So they took ages to make their food, and it was so expensive, like 40 quid for 2 burgers, 1 thing of fries to share, and 2 milkshakes. It was £40. And they took, like, we were in there for like 45 minutes just waiting for our food. Theft Shack. 40 quid. 1 worker shack. There had to have been, no, there were 2. 2 people with a third on the floor sorting things out. It was void. It was crazy. It was so expensive. You know what? I was just thinking about it. We should have gotten off. You know how we got to the Bakerloo line down to Oxford Circus? We should have kept walking, because we could have found the Burger King that we ended up getting the lunch time after. Because we had Burger King for lunch on the Friday. This was like Thursday evening. And I'm just thinking, like, if we just kept walking, it would have pinged up on my map. And we could have had Burger King. And then we could have got food in Camden Market. And not Shake Shack. Well, we know for future now, I suppose. There's a Burger King at the end of, by Tottenham Court Road. I have a cinnamon bun, don't mind me. But these were the shake. My milkshake was nice, mind you. That was cinnamon. That was a really good milkshake. But not worth the price. Then this is the new t-shirt that I got. I wore it for breakfast that morning. And then I put on my bee hoodie. I took the bee hoodie with me. And then we went out shopping. Shopping trip. Woo, woo, woo. Although I very quickly took it off after a while. Wearing the Save the Bees. And then my over-the-shoulder bag. Smisky. Then we went to Camden. Camden Market. Bee hoodie? I thought it said bee movie. Went to Camden Market. The Camden Lock was really cool. But this was the thing we went for. The Bandai Namco arcade gachapon shop. This place is so cool. It's amazing. You had a bunch of arcades. And then you had a bunch of gachapons. It was crazy. That's where I got all my little figures. Chaos Shop. And that's us in front of the gachapons. And then here's the other market. Here's Camden Market. This is the Camden Market, as it's known as. So cute. I love the way they've laid it out. It's so amazing. This, like, permanent market. I love markets. I really love markets. Markets are one of my favorite things to go to. And this was so cool. Like, you had all these foodie places. Would have been nice to get food there. They had these, like, lots of shipping containers. Because Camden's quite a, like, a train ran overhead on the train station, and it was just carrying shipping containers. It's a lot of, like shipping and stuff. And so there are some places that were actually made out of shipping containers. Dog. But it was so cool in here. That's Camden Lock. There's the locks. Also, all the shops, all the fancy shops had, like, things above the shop. Like, you'd have, like, this clothing shop, and then you'd have, like, a giant 3D shoe above it, or a giant, you know what I mean? Like, big figures above. Like, we had there's a Pop Mart here that had a big figure above it. It was so cool. This is where we got the I Love My Boyfriend t-shirts, the matching ones. Okay. They also had rainbow paint on the floor. But look how cool this is. Chaos Market. Vans shop with these giant building, like, giant stuff up here. You could walk on the road, you couldn't drive on the road. I thought this place was so cool. There's another Shake Shack. This place was really cool. And then we were walking into Soho. And who's now their great-grandfather. Should have been home with him when I had time. Aww. But hey, you went to London with him, though. That's pretty cool. I haven't gone that far with my grandparents before. They all live local. Now we found this cute little Asian supermarket. And I don't know whether you've ever seen these videos of, like, Japanese, Korean, like, 7-Elevens. And they always have these drinks that are ice cups. Well, this is an ice cup. In Weymouth. I went to Weymouth once a couple of years ago. As a school thing. I haven't been to Weymouth the town. I've been to Weymouth the PGL place. It was fun. But weird. It was a Spanish trip for some reason. It was very weird. They had these ice cups, and then you pick a drink to go with it. And my goodness, this was so nice. I picked Orangeade, which is that one over there. I took this photo to show my sibling. Because they've wanted one of these for ages. They couldn't have one. And then we went through Chinatown. Chinatown is so cool. Busy as hell, though. But so pretty. Like, look at that. The sun was out. They had these giant, like, stands. Like, gates. So pretty. Look at that, dude. Amazing. Such an amazing experience with this night town centre. Holidays, if not more. Yeah, no, I know what it's like to get busy. I come from an area that's very busy. But this was so pretty. This giant one here as well. And then we had the big one. This is how you left Chinatown. This takes you down to Leicester Square. Very, very cool. That's sort of out on the other side. When you go back up that way or that way, it didn't really matter. It's so cool. And then we went to Leicester Square and we got to see the fountain. And it was so cool. That's a statue of Charlie Chaplin. Town centre, especially when we have quite a mall. We don't have anything like that. We have a road. That's it, really. It just gets very busy because we have a uni here. A university. I'm a university town. Yay! And so it gets very, very, because of the college as well, obviously, and like school kids and stuff. Like, I think we're technically a city, but like, it's busy. There's a few shops. It's a decent amount of shops. I wouldn't say that we have a mall. Like, thinking about places that I visited that have malls, we don't have one. We've got a main road, the high street, as it's always called in like every town ever. And there's shops along it, and then there's like a couple out branches with more shops. And like that's it. It's so mediocre, it's so boring. In comparison to like London or something. But we saw this water display in Leicester Square. It was so cool. The water would go all the way up and then drop back down. It was really awesome. We have an outlet here. Ah. That's the ice cup I had. I actually cleaned that out for my sibling and brought it home for them so they could drink out of it. They are obsessed with this cup. It's so funny. It was really good. And then, of course, we went to the Lego store. Naturally, you had to. That's where I picked up the London Lego. And we got a worker to take a photo of us. In front of this. It's an excuse for me to play around with Lego built lightsabers, alright? She took a couple. And then she told us we could, like, change to a different pose if we wanted to. I'm having the time of my fucking life messing around with lightsabers. It was very fun. Why didn't you record a fight? Because it was a very, very busy shop. Like, it was packed. You could barely walk around this shop. So she was like, she took these in like just a couple of seconds and then she was like, cool, thanks. And then a bunch of kids wanted to go and play with them. And then here's the Gashapon. This is, Kiston. I took a photo of this because I thought it was really cute. But this is like, they're stacked up on top of each other. That's us in the shop as well. It was busy. And then we took the tube home, and this was an advert we saw. It was funny. And then I took a photo of my new t-shirt. This is my new t-shirt, guys. I got it in Camden Market. It says "Time for Marmalade" at the bottom. And he's walking along with a bag of oranges. And it's so comfortable. So good. That's Smisky. Then we went out in the evening to do some tourisming. We wanted to walk around and see things like Big Ben and the London Eye and Buckingham Palace, which we couldn't see earlier, and we didn't have time the next day to do it. And we got off the tube station at we got off the tube station at this particular stop. I can't remember what it's called. And oh my goodness, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but this is so fucking weird. Like, look at this. Gatwick? No. Hold on. That's not correct. Okay, here we go. Westminster. We got off at Westminster, and we're mind you though, this is underneath a really big old building, so it makes sense why it's built like this. But there was so much like reinforcement, these giant poles, and these sort of like this stuff. Like, it was so like reinforced and kind of like we weren't. I don't know how to explain it, but it felt like we were in like a fucking factory type setting. Like, it did not feel like we just got off the tube. And so this place was weird as hell. Like, you had these walls, the walls here, you know, they reinforced with a bunch of concrete. And then we managed to get out. It's the clock tower. We didn't get to hear Big Ben, unfortunately. I wish you could have heard it. We didn't hear it. But it was really cool. And there's the House of Parliament. Fun fact, I've been inside the House of Parliament. The one that caused corrupt under repair. Yeah, there's a little tiny bit of scaffolding around the bottom of it, but it was nice to see. That's us in front of it. And then we saw, I think is that Boudica? I think that's Boudica. I think that's a Boudica statue on the crossing. And then we saw the fancy old county hall, whatever it's called. London Hall, County Hall, whatever it says. And then we had the giant London Eye, all lit up. Very pretty. And then we took a photo in front of it. Because you had to. You had to. They had this giant statue of the Battle of Britain. Which was really cool. And then we took turns standing in front of it and pointing at it. Because it was funny as. We thought that was really funny. He's got photos of me doing it. I haven't got them on here yet. Pog. And then lots of other fancy buildings. And then then we walked up and I saw the giant pointy needle in Trafalgar Square. You couldn't go over there, they were doing stuff over there, but that's Trafalgar Square, which was really cool. And they were doing works, the Fire of London, yep. They were doing works on this thing. It's a really old fancy building, so they've put a cover on it temporarily. And they blocked it off, so you couldn't walk properly down the mall. But it was kind of like creepy walking down this. Like, you had St. James Park that was pitch black. You could hear like young adults laughing and stuff, assumedly drinking or whatever they do in the dark. And all you've got is the occasional street lamp and the occasional car driving up. But then we made it, and I got to see. This looks darker because the lights were so glaring. Like, for context, this was a photo I was trying to take, and it wasn't going very well. So I dimmed the brightness on the camera, and I got these really nice photos. Or whatever they were having. I don't know what they were having. But they were doing it in the park at night, and it was pitch black and it was a bit scary. So I got these really nice photos of that. Is the, like, waterfall, fountain, whatever it's supposed to be. Not waterfall, what the fuck? Fountain bit. And then we had... Oh, thank you for the sticker. And then we had, obviously, Buckingham Palace. The flag was flying. So, King was in. Apparently. Apparently that's what that means. And we wanted to walk past it, but we had to, like, go all the way around because there are these bollards up. I don't know whether you can see this just behind my camera here, but they have these, like, fences up consistently going all the way along. You see here? All along here, they had fences, so you couldn't just hop up and over or something if there was a gap. They had fences up. But we got in front of it. We managed to walk around. And that's what it looks like. It was really cool. Flag was flying. So, we got photos in front of it. There's a photo of me in front of it. It was very cool. Very, very cool. Very, very... Britannia. And then we came home. We walked up through James Park. No. Up through Green Park in the dark. And then we took the Green Park tube station back to Bond Street. And then we got off, and then, because there was a McDonald's in Bond Street Station, and so we got that for dinner, and we came home. So we had burgers 3 days in a row. So currently I'm going on like a burger fast. I don't want to see a burger for like a month, and then I'll be fine. McDonald's everywhere. There was a McDonald's everywhere. There was McDonald's like every like 5 buildings. This was the mess in the hotel room afterwards. This is what we had to tidy up to get out at 11 the next day. Spoiler, we bought a whole new suitcase. Because we bought too much stuff. Yay! Whoops. It's fine, guys. We've got that for future trips, and those things are fucking tiny anyway. It's fine. We had a lot of stuff, if you couldn't tell. And then, this is the overall my haul. So we had the Pokemon binders, we had Angel, we had my Lego set, my books. We had my, Jellycat. We got a Jellycat keychain, which is on my partner's bag. We got Foxy, the figures, and the gachapons, stickers, postcards from the museum, magnets from the museum, some more IKEA wall hooks for my pegboard back there, a Waddle Dee placemat, which I am currently using, a Kirby keychain, which you can actually see in the background. That little guy up there, that's him. That Kirby that I showed you, another Kirby keychain, 2 CDs. Oh, sorry, that's the Kirby keychain. The mug, 2 CDs. So one's a Has Been Hotel CD, and one is a Glass Animals. A free poster thing from Pop Mart, the Lego figure, the stickers, and then my sticker pack. Oh, I got this. I forgot to show you guys. Oh my goodness. Memo cards, but they're all Moomin themed. Some washi tapes and some pens and pencils from Muji. Muji is like my favorite shop ever, basically. And I got my favorite pen again because I lost this for a while. It's a clicky, but it's like a fine pen. It's really nice, comfortable. And then I got a mechanical pencil because mine broke. And a mechanical pencil lead and a new insert for the pen as well, just in case. Washi tape sticker dispenser, which I put together. Washi tape. It's like a plain white colour. This is for my Etsy orders. I'm hoping to use this, like, to help package them. So this was the haul. Grab that pen and spam the clicky. It's such a nice, comfortable pen. The ones I've been using up until then are these ones. I just got a bulk pack on Amazon of like 20. And they're really nice. Nice and thin. 0.35. But you gotta take the lid off. And I keep like having to put the lid down. And then I lose the lid. So if it's clicky, there is no lid to lose. It's just... And it's really nice. It's a 0.5. And so I got a black refill for it. A black ink refill. You can get loads of colours, but I just want the black one because I write in black pen. And that was the haul. This is my partner's haul. He got an Eevee Lego figure. That's the I Love My Boyfriend t-shirt, which is identical to the one I'm wearing. I bought him a Pokemon... No, the One Piece Gold film. His 4th One Piece boat. Little baby Rowlet that he got from a Gashapon. He got this cat, Chaos Cat, whatever it is, from a Gashapon. From, Warrior... Is it Warrior Cats? No, it's not. My collectors. Yeah. From that, game that you play. Battle Cats, that's one. This here, that's a custom pot of M&Ms. Went to the M&M store. There's Pidge, One Piece poster, and then you also got a shirt that you were wearing in some of these photos. The shirt he's wearing in this photo, he bought that. Here's our new suitcase. And then it was all packed. And then we said goodbye. I wrote a little note on that saying sorry about all the stuff that we had to bin. It was all down there. It was bad. That's me saying goodbye. These cornflakes on a plate. That's a bowl! It's a bowl! It's a bowl! It's a bowl! It's a bowl. It is a bowl. It is a bowl. It was just a very shallow bowl. It's a bowl. It's not a plate. That is a bowl. If you say so. Yeah, they didn't. They had very shallow bowls. It kind of bothered me. I like a bowl if it's like a perfect half circle. Like, instead of it being a perfectly round ball, if you cut off the top of it, if the bowl is like this, I will eat out of it. If the bowl is like that, that sucks. If it's a proper rounded bowl, then I like it. And there's another selfie of me in the hotel room as we're about to leave. And then that's us. That's me wearing the Paddington shirt again. I would have worn the Paddington shirt today, but I wanted to wear one of the other ones. Paddington shirt's definitely my favourite. Paddington one's definitely my favourite. I took the cow hat as well, obviously. And then this was us waiting. Then we got into our seats. We had to change seats at one point. Because they cut the train in half. As the curve, I can saw my cereal. Exactly. And then here's me playing... Here's me playing Pokemon with my controller on my partner Switch. And then I had this drink. I've actually still got it behind me. It's got a stupid little face lid. Nintendo Switch 2? Yeah, he's got Nintendo Switch 2. I own his old Switch 1, like his old regular Switch. But yeah, that's all the photos. Alright. That's mine? Yeah. I want one as well. I want one badly. It's fine. I'm only saying that because it's cool. That's the only reason I'm saying it, genuinely. Alright. Right, but 2 hours in. That's not too bad. So, future plans. Okay. Okay. Future plans. Really cool news now. Yes. Basically, I am redoing my room. And that means a couple things are changing. First of all, this little tiny corner of my room is no longer going to be where my desk is. My desk is moving to that corner over there, which you can't properly see because the camera doesn't show that bit. That alcove is going to be our new streaming location. I'm no longer going to be in this angle, so you're not going to see the window behind me anymore. There is no longer going to be a window behind me for future streams, which is a really good thing because I hate being backlit. The space in there is the same space lengthwise as my current desk. However, I can't access the end section of my desk against the wall on this side. I'm sort of like butted to the end this way. And I'm weirdly optimistic that I can fit 3 monitors in that space. I mean, I find that actually difficult looking at my current monitor setup. But I'm optimistic for some reason that I could maybe fit a 3rd monitor. Maybe if I had to curve them both aggressively, but maybe I will. But that means that we're going to have that space over there now. 3, I've currently got 2. But I would like a third one at some point. And so, because of that, that means that my bed is going. Say bye-bye to the bed, guys. Well, maybe not today, but whenever my last stream is before I redo my room, like, actually. But over the next week, 2 weeks, however long it takes, I am basically removing all of the stuff on the floor, on my bed, on the desk over there, on this desk. Anything that's around, that's not like on a shelf that's staying, needs to get out of here. Packing it into boxes. It's gonna look very bare for a while. And then when that's all done, we are then taking my PC out, removing this desk, removing my bed. Then there's gonna have to be a bit of rewiring done for my Ethernet cable, which is currently for my PC here. Needs to be moved to over there. And then we bring in the new bed. And then the bed is going to be in a new location. So the bed, currently, that's my headboard. And it runs this way, and the end is there, right? But that's a single bed. And I've had that single bed since I was, maybe like, I don't actually know, maybe 8. And I am now like 21 this year. So that's a rather old bed, to say the least. And 2 people now sleep on that bed. Not just 1, 2. So when my partner stays over, it's not really good that 2 people are sharing a single bed. And I know the space is small, but like that sucks. And my mattress is over 20 years old. This mattress is older than me. Where is it? And it's not very comfortable anymore. So we're getting a new bed. It's going to be a small double, which is bigger than what it currently is. And it's going to be moved in a different configuration. The headboard's going to be there. And it's going to come this way. So, basically, I'm going to get drawing software up, but this is going to be, like, really rudimentary. Nope, that's not what I want. Okay. Okay. Swapped for a firm lunge in my previous match, stabbing with springs. Ouch. Okay, so. This is going to suck. Actually, wait, I'm going to get my graphics tablet out, but I'm going to sit on my lap, because I just need to give you an idea of what it's going to look like. I've got my switches in there. Let me get out that. Where'd the pen go? There. Do-do-do. Let me plug this in. Want to rearrange my room? Like, limited space. Same. That's why we're doing it like this. Okay. Let's look at my brother. Yeah, that adds an extra spanner in the works when you've got 2 people in a room. Okay. Okay, so. That's my window. That's my door. I was gonna just have to tell my mum about it. Yeah, I've been discussing with my mother with this. And we've come up with the best plan. So currently I have my bed is there. This is my desk. That's my mirror. And then I've got like a small unit here and wait. Like 2 units there. A unit there. And a desk in the alcove that I can't use. Right? This is currently my room layout. So this is where we currently are. This is my desk. With 1 monitor and 2 monitors. Right? This is my bed. And it's going to be changed. So my desk is in here properly. Mirror obviously has to stay there. That's the only place I can put it, unfortunately. Then we're gonna have the small square unit, this little guy. A unit there. And then down the end here, I'm putting a clothes rack. And then that little unit. Maybe. But this is the new layout. That's the old layout. And then ideally I want a rug here. So, what's happening is my new streaming setup is going to be in here. So you guys are going to see this portion of my room. My window no longer affects me. You're still going to see like this portion of the bed. You're still going to see this corner here, but from a slightly different angle. From the mirror, you can see this portion rather than this. It's going to be so much nicer. It means there's going to be a little bit less floor space than currently, but I think putting the desk in here tucks it away, whereas currently the alcove's kind of useless. So the big news basically is that streaming setup is moving. The streaming setup is moving and changing. And because of this, there's going to be a portion of time where streams are paused temporarily, as obviously as I get my room ready. Which is going to be soonish. It could be next week. But over the next couple days, streams might be a little bit, like, shorter, so I can pack things and stuff. But backgrounds might get really, really sparse for a bit, where everything looks empty. But then I'm gonna have to pause while we rewire. I can't really stream then when I don't have an Ethernet cable. And then when I've rewired and the desk is in the alcove, then I can set up the stream again. And then boom. So that's the cool, exciting future news, is my room is being redone. And I'm going to have a new space for you guys to be able to see. Like, background's going to be slightly different, obviously. No more backlit, which is going to be so, so nice. I'm hoping for my PC monitor, my PC, like, the unit, I'm hoping for that to be stood up, actually displayed. I've got some display shelves to put up. Lots more posters to finally get up on the walls, which is something I've been meaning to do. And a lot of things tidied. And so we'll have a tidy, clean background. So yeah, that's the big exciting news. Now that I've talked about everything, it is late. And I do believe that it's 2.5 hours into stream. I do think I should probably end. I will be hopefully live tomorrow afternoon. If I can rate it in pulse. No, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, can I rate it in pulse? No, I can't. Let's rate Cub. Alright. Alright, we're gonna rate Cub. Thank you very much for everyone who's been here. Alright, from the top down, we have my Discord channel, which you guys should all go and join if you haven't already, where we get to yap about things in the background. You would have seen some of these photos already. My link trees, stream and art, where you can get all of my links ever. My VODs channel, where you can watch all of my streams back as many times as you want. My Instagram account, where I post lots of like selfies and photos of things that I've done. And then my commissions, if you have anything you want me to draw, any of your characters, I will draw them. And there is the raid message. And now you guys have so much fun, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Sorry the stream was so short, I'm just quite tired out. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.